morning, everybody. Thank you so much for being to my speech. Everybody was sweet for the audience. My name is Jennifer, and we are going to be doing a short, informative speech on workplace stress and how it is not just America, but it is worldwide, actually. Quite amazing that it's so popular. So I know I'm probably not the only one that takes home stress. We all do. My biggest one is I know I wake up with nightmares in the middle of the night, chest pounding, sweats rolling off, because I've dreamt that Rob, our financial guy, is meeting me at the door saying, "You have cost us $500,000 and it's coming out of your paycheck." Not the pleasant way to wake up, let me tell you. So today I'm just gonna, like I said, give a very informative speech real quick on how it's affecting America and in other countries. I'm not gonna do all countries, but I'm gonna do some of the big ones for us. And so the biggest thing that I found, I was looking for quotes to make something memorable, and Vincent van Gogh had one that really just kind of stood out to me. And it says, "I put my heart and soul into work, and I've lost my mind in the process." And it was like, yeah, that sounds really familiar. So, you know, let's see what the stress does and how it is affecting us. One of the main stressors that we all have, and I kind of did a little bit of a graph, and I'm hoping, whoops, as I drop it, everybody can see. So, can everybody see for a minute? Okay, so to me it was kind of interesting that, of course, 46% of us say it's workload stress related. Then 28 said that it was people and work issues. And then 20% was juggling work and life. And then of all things, 6%, which I thought was going to be higher for everybody, was lack of job security. So, you know, it was very interesting finding these stats. Now, since we've kind of seen what some of the major stressors are for us, let's kind of take a real quick glimpse at how it affects us personally and internally. We have some of the common problems are stomach ache, headaches, lack of sleep, some obsessions, you know, overeating. It can cause gambling issues. Stress just is amazing. It takes on so much for our bodies, and you know, causes so much issues. Heart disease was one of the top ones. And so trying to juggle that stress in your personal life and let it go when we leave work is the hardest part that we all have issues with. So we've seen how we have the major stresses. We've seen how it kind of hits our bodies. Let's look at the last piece that was really, really interesting for me, which was how it's affecting other people in the world. So we have the main ones for us. I'm going to borrow my speech paper so that I make sure I get the right statistics here. In one generation, we have gone from 8% of the people working just basic 40 hours. In that one generation, we have gone to over 20% working higher than 49 hours a week. So you can see work time takes up most of our lives, unfortunately, anymore. And in America alone, we put over 40 hours a week extra into our day lives. Now in Australia, they have so many absentees that it can cost them 14.2 Australian dollars, which turns into 11 billion each year. In the UK, there's 28.3 billion pounds, which turns into $21 billion a year. loss of wages and work time for them. And then the one thing that I loved the most when I found the statistics from the National Labor Organization study in 2001, 40% of the worldwide population that they studied said their office environment is most like a worldwide survivor program. So that's kind of telling how bad work is sometimes. Now, so we've talked about the majors, we've talked about stress, how it affects us, we've talked about a little bit on how it affects the world, so we know it's not just America's having this issue. So in that, since this is only a 5 to 7 minute speech, I'm going to cut it short, and there was 2 quotes that I'd like to end it with. The first one is from 1986 from the World Health Organization. It says, "Health is not merely the absence of disease, but a positive state of mind, state of mental, state of social well-being, and state of physical." And then the wonderful quote that I found from Catherine Pfizer is, "When you find yourself stressed, ask yourself one question. Will this matter in 5 years? If yes, do something about the situation. If no, then just let it go." So that's my 5-minute speech. Thank you guys all for visiting and being my guinea pigs today. And as you can see, all my audience is still here, and have a good day.